Hi everybody, Kyle Austin, MLive.com here at Little Caesars Arena after Michigan State's 86-73 win over Oakland. Here's my three big takeaways. Takeaway number one, Cassius Winston saved him again for Michigan State. He's done it a couple times now. Today he had the last 14 points, finished with 19 total, hit two big three-pointers with about 4 minutes left. The real seal of the game, there was a lot closer than the 14-point final or the 13-point final spread indicated. Oakland shot really well from three-point range, led early in the second half, and was tied with just under 6 minutes to play. Kendrick Nunn for them, their guard, was really going off, and it looked like it was going to come down to the wire. But Cassius Winston, they called a couple plays for him. He hit two big threes and really kind of put this game away. And kind of an up-and-down game for him. Time Izzo was upset with him early on. He was a little careless with the ball, turning it over, wasn't doing a whole lot of scoring. But yet, he was the guy they turned to late. They called plays for him. They had confidence in him, and he made those shots. And Michigan State hasn't played a whole lot of close games this year, but a lot of that is because of Winston. I can think of a couple other times, UConn, he had the great closing. Rutgers, he had a couple big shots. He's kind of that guy when it's getting down to crunch time. You need a couple shots. You need to pull away and put a team away. It seems like just about every time, if not every time, he's been the guy that's been taking those big shots. And one of my questions about this team going into the year is who would have that role? Who would take the big shots? I thought it could be Miles Bridges. I thought it could be a couple other guys, but it's really been far and away Cassius Winston, to me, kind of as the closer for this team. And then the fact that he's doing it this well here in December, I think bodes pretty well for Michigan State. Takeaway number two, this was probably one of the more emotional games I think Michigan State has played. It got a little chippy. Oakland is a team, obviously an in-state rival, a team that's played them close, and a team where a lot of guys know each other on it. So I think that was good for them to play a game like this. Obviously, the most obvious moment came with about 12 minutes left. Miles Bridges was fouled pretty hard down by this basket here. And he came up and he looked like he was about to start swinging. He was really pretty upset, started making a move towards an Oakland player that had fouled him. And then ended up cooling off, and Michigan State went on a 9-3 run after that. So it's a team that played with emotion. They haven't done it a lot this year because they've won by so many, frankly, quite a few times. But today the emotion kind of came out, and I think it showed that this team plays well with emotion, and this team can kind of play off of emotion, which I think is something you want to see from them. And the takeaway number three, if you're looking for an issue with Michigan State, its three-point defense is still its biggest one, I would say. Oakland, let's see, they finishes 10 for 27. I think they hit 7 in the first 8 minutes, 7 three-pointers, that is, in the first 8 minutes of the second half. Some of those were contested shots, just credit to them, good shots that they take. But Michigan State also left a couple open. And really, for as well as they're doing underneath, around the rim, with Nick Ward and Jaren Jackson blocking shots and contesting pretty much every short shot, they're leaving a lot of threes open. And for a while, it looked like Oakland might be able to be that team that kind of broke through. But it wasn't able to really sustain what it did early in the second half. Tum Nairn had a lot to do with that. They switched him on to Nunn with about 10 minutes left, and he really shut him down. Kendrick Nunn, by the way, had 32 points, and it looked for a while like he was going to lead them to an upset win before Tum Nairn really got in his face and shut him down. And then down the stretch, too, Kenny Goins, it went to him pretty much exclusively in the final 8 minutes. Nick Ward, I think they had some free throw concerns with him, and those two kind of shut it down defensively. But they're going to run into a team that's going to be able to take advantage of that and march to a win. So I think that's going to be high on the priority list defensively for Michigan State. Well, that'll do it. They're off till Monday when they return to the Breslin Center, and check MLive.com/Spartans for all the coverage.